Hey, what's up everyone, Nick here with my review for Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, Episode 5. This episode is called Compromised. Now, in this episode we see the Legends going to the 1980s right at the end of the Cold War when President Reagan and Gorbachev are about to sign the treaty that slows down the arms race and thus ending the Cold War. Now, this episode also highlighted to me why I love this show so much, because we get to see the Legends in yet another prolific time period where they get to play with all the conventions of the 80s, including some music and stuff like that. Obviously the attire of the 80s is fun to see, and just, general character interactions of the 1980s. Now, one of the also important parts of this episode is how Vixen was able to go in contact with the JSA and actually go find the old headquarters and see what has happened to them, and that's where we get the introduction of Obsidian, played by Lance Henriksen. Now, of course, this is an older version of Todd, who is Obsidian in the comics and stuff, and it was really cool to see Lance Henriksen play that older version of him, which I think is fantastic casting. I was always looking forward to seeing how he was going to portray the character, and I was not let down by this episode. It was awesome to see how he basically told her that you abandoned us. We kind of got put apart after the war, people went their own separate ways, and we actually learned that Vixen did have feelings for Rex, which is obviously why she came with the Legends, to get vengeance for the man that she loved. And we learned that Vixen was going to leave the JSA after World War II to go live a simple life with Rex Tyler, which of course didn't happen, and she's kind of in the same boat as Sarah in that way. She's trying to get vengeance for something that happened to her, something that she was wronged by, and of course why Sarah is trying to get vengeance against Damien Dark throughout the episode, and that plays a big part of them trying to stop Damien Dark in the White House. But that's pretty much the gist of the episode. They're trying to stop an arms deal that's going down between Damien Dark and some Russians in terms of nuclear missiles and that sort of thing, the arms race. As these two countries come together to stop the arms race, Damien Dark is in that third party trying to stir up trouble yet again. Now, another cool part of this episode is actually that we get a lot more of Eobard Thawne, and he's actually trying to talk to Damien Dark and saying, hey, let's really form this team. I've got an idea together. We can become partners rather than just, allies that work together every now and then. Let's become partners and let's rewrite history and do things for our own self-interest rather than just flying solo. And at first, Damien Dark is kind of apprehensive to this until towards the end of the episode he actually discovers his fate, because Sarah, for some reason, tells him everything that's going to happen to him in the future, which I think was a horrible mistake, and that will obviously play into future episodes. But basically, by the end of the episode, Eobard Thawne introduces him to that time sphere that we saw at the end of The Flash Season 1, when the Harrison Wells Thawne was going to use it to travel back in time to stop Barry's mother from being killed. So basically, we see Damien Dark go into the time sphere, Eobard Thawne opens up the portal, and both of them go through. We don't really know what's happening there, but it's obviously going to play into the larger Legion of Doom storyline. So overall, I thought this episode was fine. I gave it a 7 out of 10. The highlights for the episode were definitely the JSA stuff and Obsidian, and a couple really funny gags here and there, trying to play up to the 80s aspects. Overall, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this episode, and where do you guys think that Eobard is taking Damien Dark? Also, if you guys are stopping by my channel for the first time and you like this video, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys next week.